Hello again, everybody. Welcome to IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 25 years in business. It is a beautiful, sunshiny afternoon here at Westfield as the Westfield Shamrocks prepare to host the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. I am Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Perry, this is our inaugural game of the season, mainly because of weather difficulties, and of course we have to talk about our boss Jim. He had a little bit of an unfortunate situation with an appendectomy, so here we are the middle of April and we're just getting our first ball game in, but looks like we'll should have a good one tonight.
Absolutely. It's great to be here, and the sun is shining, and we're up here in the press box, and hopefully we'll stay much warmer than they are down the bleachers, but it's a nice evening for baseball right now. Sun is shining. We're getting ready to start off.
Well, these two teams met last night over at Ken Seitz Field at Hamilton Southeastern High School, and the Shamrocks came out on top 3-2, courtesy mainly for a home run by Logan McClurg, who got the scoring going early for the Shamrocks. But these two teams have a history of playing some good, tight, good baseball. First pitch from Zach Zaborowski is a strike one. Zaborowski comes in at 0-1 with a 3.36 ERA. He's made 2 appearances so far this season. Swing and a little tapper there. Zaborowski manages to get over there to pick it up. Gets over to Sam Eaton for the out. That was a good play by Zaborowski there.
It was.
Perry. He was
scooped that up and flipped it over to
if he was
not
Eaton? Yeah, if he wasn't as quick as he was, that ball probably would have gotten through, and Eggers might have had an infield hit. That brings up the center fielder, Tyler Jahanshashi. Tyler comes in at 176 on the season. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1 the count. Jahanshashi was 2 for 4 in the ball game last night at HSE. There's a foul almost straight back. Jahanshashi in the hole, 1-2. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. Slight wind blowing in at this point.
Got it.
59 degrees, and Jahanshashi goes down swinging. Second out of the inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, Cole DeWale. Say officially a northeasterly wind at 4 miles per hour, but looks like it might be a little bit stronger than that on the flags. Big swing and a miss by DeWale, who comes in batting .270. The 0-1 pitch to DeWale, high and outside.
1-1 on the batter.
2 outs. We're in the top of the first. That one must have missed just a little bit low to make it 2-1 on DeWale.
It's a little bit outside, low.
Cole was 1 for 3 last night. The Royals had runners on first and second in the first inning last night and could not score. And that happened to them twice, that they had runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs, and they just could not get the runs in. The 3-1 pitch, right back to Zaborowski again, over to first, and the Royals go 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the first. I'd like to welcome you to today's IHSAA broadcast of Hamilton County Television, the Westfield Shamrocks, and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Our main sponsor this year for baseball, Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 25 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Wofford Theater with the outdoor movie events, Community Health, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, Indiana Restoration, the Hamilton County Television Calendars, and Clifford for Sheriff. Well, the Royals went quietly in the top of the first. Perry, let's see what the Shamrocks can do here in the bottom.
Absolutely. And, the one good thing about it is Coach Pinnell's got to be really happy. The ball didn't get past the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, yep.
2 balls hit back to the pitcher and then a strikeout. So you got to feel pretty good with the start that Shamrocks got off right here.
Yeah, Zaborowski got off to a really, really good start. And so for the Royals, it's going to be Carter Lohman. He comes in with a 7.64 ERA. The Royals have been the victim of some rather large losses this season. They had the Fishers Tigers last weekend, and 2 of those games ended up being 10-run rules. In the third game, I believe, if I remember right, ended up 12-10. So there were a lot of runs scored in that series between the Royals and the Tigers, and the Royals have been giving up a lot of runs all season, so we'll have to see what happens here. The score in the game last night was 3-2. It was a relatively low-scoring game, but a well-played game on the part of both teams. Both teams took advantage of some opportunities, but then in the long term, the Royals just could not take advantage of having men on second and third with less than 2 outs when they. Twice during that game, and they could not get those get those players in.
I guess that's one key thing is you got to get
the runs. You don't put the runs on the board, you ain't going to win the game. Logan McClurg steps in. He started off the Shamrock scoring last night with a home run. 364 batting average. That one's a little low and inside. First pitch. A ball to McClurg. Center fielder. That one hit the outside corner. Just at the knees for strike 1. That one gets beyond pitcher Caden Runo. McClurg is one of 5 seniors on Coach Ryan Bonnell's team this year. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one hits the inside corner right at the knees. Evens a count at 2-2. That one's a little bit high. So Lohman goes full count on McClurg.
Wait, here we go.
Full count pitch.
Whoa, what a rip down the right field line.
Yeah, that's right down the right field line. McClurg makes the turn, but right fielder Colda Whale was quick in getting there to make the recovery and holds Logan McClurg to a single, but the Shamrocks have the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the first. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Matthew Meyer. Meyer, another of the seniors on this team. Meyer was 0 for 3 in the game last night. Did have a walk. Throw over to first, not even close. Colda Whale at first tonight for the Royals. Correction, that's, Grayson Drosty at first. Lohman checks the runner, goes back to first again. McClurg is back in plenty of time. Right down the heart of the plate, Myers takes the call for strike 1.
Good spot.
McClurg has 2 stolen bases so far this season. Count is even at 1-1 on the shortstop Meyer. Back over to first again.
I believe that's why Lohman's trying to keep him pretty close with McClurg's ability to steal bases.
Yeah, he did not have a stolen base last night, even though Well, he was only on base one time, and that was a home run, so
And
he
he
would not
really
even
went
have
out,
he wouldn't have had the opportunity. There's a foul ball down the right field line, out of play. A ball and 2 strikes on shortstop Matthew Meyer. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams here from Westfield, Indiana, from the Shamrock Stadium. The 1-2 pitch, a little bit outside.
You know, Brad, this is a beautiful complex here. You know, we got a baseball game going on here, up here in front. In the back, the softball's playing.
Mm-hmm.
They have a tennis match going.
They got a lot going on tonight.
Absolutely.
Back to first.
He's worried about you.
The fans couldn't have said it better.
That's right. He is worried about him.
Two the count on Meyer. Boy, that one just missed. Full count again. McClurg was up there with a full count and drilled a good solid single into right field to reach first. That one's outside, so Myers is going to be on board with a walk. McClurg will move over to second. That'll bring up the first baseman, Sam Eaton. First 3 batters in Ryan Bennell's batting order here, all batting over 300. Like he's got 5 of the 9 batters are 300 or better. There's a nice pitch to Eaton for strike 1.
Got 2 runners on here, Brad, with no outs.
Yep. Eaton walked and had a hit.
Another good pitch right there.
And a fly out to right field in the game last night.
0-2.
Lohman just needs an out here. A little bit outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Eaton, another one of the seniors on the team. Well disciplined up there at the plate. That one's well hit into right field.
He'll be tagging.
Right field, Cole DeWale is there. The runner on second. Logan McClurg makes it to third after the out. So the Shamrocks have a runner in scoring position and 1 out. Well hit ball out there in spite of the wind blowing in. That was a well hit ball.
Runners on the corner here for the Shamrocks.
Zach Collins, the cleanup hitter, a 250 hitter. Did not play in the game last night. There's a hot shot down right over by Coach Bunnell.
I think he thought that was a little bit too hot to field with his hand.
that one kind of would have hurt without a glove.
Yeah.
That one might have hurt with a glove.
Yeah, it was smoking down there pretty good.
0-1 on Zach Collins. A little high and outside. I'm not going to say Lohman is struggling here, but he's thrown a lot of pitches here in this first inning.
Absolutely.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be,
trouble,
that's going to
Brad.
fall in there, and that's going to score the first run for the Shamrocks. Tyler Jahanshishi got a good jump on that, but that ball was just kind of a, definitely a Texas leaguer, Perry. Second hit of the inning. So you got Collins on first, Meyer on second, third baseman Bryce Dorton coming in, a 304 batter. It looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner here for the catcher.
To me, that's one of the better rules in baseball.
Yeah, it sure helps speed up the game. And that courtesy runner is going to be Peyton Tam. One out, two on, one run in. First pitch to Bryce Dorton is called strike one. The 0-1 pitch. That one gets away from Runo.
Nah.
Not far enough away for anybody to advance.
One to nothing's our score. Shamrock scoring here in the first inning.
Still only one out. We're already at the fifth batter. Runners on first and second. The 1-1 pitch from Lohman. That one's bounced down along first. Takes a sure out there at first. So Grayson Drosty takes a sure out, the unassisted play for the second out. That'll bring up Kyle Pepio. Pepio with an opportunity here with a single to put the Shamrocks up by at least one, probably two. In a two-out situation, since the batters will be off at the crack of the bat. First pitch to Pepio. Checks his swing, but a called strike. It's always interesting to watch these first innings, Perry, and see just what the umpire's strike zone is going to be.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like a pretty true zone. That's a swing and a miss. That one gets away from Runo, and Meyer took off once that ball got away, and he saw how far it was. We're going to give him a score on the pass ball. Second run scores. Zach Collins moves up to third.
Hey, go get him right here. Go get him right here, hey.
Brad, that's 23 pitches so far for Lohman in this first inning.
An 0-2 count now on Pepio. Outside. Makes it 1-2.
Runner on third base.
Swing and a miss. And the Shamrocks go down. So at the end of one, it's a Westfield Shamrocks 2, Hamilton Southeastern Royals nothing. We'll be back after this message from our sponsors. Welcome back to Westfield. The Shamrocks jumping out to a 2-0 lead here after one inning. Royals went 3 up, 3 down. Shamrocks sent 6 batters to the plate. And more important, Perry, Carter Lohman had well over, 25, 26 pitches,
23 pitches.
Yeah, that's...
and only 13 for strikes. So,
the Royals will be sending up the 4, 5, and 6 batters here in Coach Scott Henson's order. That'll be Grayson Drosty, Jacob Defari, and the designated hitter, Matt Buckingham. Grayson Drosty steps in first to face Zach Zaborowski, who really, he cruised right through that first inning. 2 strikeouts and one hit right back to him.
There you
whoa.
go.
If that stays fair, that's going to be in there for extra bases. Grayson Drosty rounds first. He's going to have at least a stand-up double. Drosty drives the first pitch all the way down into the left field corner for a stand-up double for the Royals. And the Royals have got their first hit for the night. Drosty was 0 for 3 in the game last night with 3 strikeouts.
That was a good hit there.
Yeah, that was a well-hit ball. I think the only question on that was that going to, hook off to the left and stay fair, and it just looked like it was fair by about 10 feet or so. So the Royals have got a runner in scoring position with no outs, and the shortstop Jacob Daftari steps in. Daftari is one of the leading hitters on Scott Henson's batting order tonight, batting .364. He was 1 for 3 last night, had also a strikeout in a ground out, or a line out to left field. Zaborowski's second pitch. That one misses, 2-0. Looks like we got a pretty tight strike zone out there tonight, Perry.
Yeah, it looks like it to me too. But as long as he does it both sides, I don't.
Yeah, as long as they're consistent. The 2-0 pitch. Daftari hits that one right back to the shortstop. He looks Drosty back and gets the ball over to Sam Eaton for the easy out. So there's one down here in the top of the second. Designated hitter Matt Buckingham steps up to the plate.
That's a good job by the shortstop there. A lot of times, Brad, when you got a man on second base, sometimes that shortstop doesn't get back in his regular position quite before the batter swings, and they get an easy base hit where he should. Whoa!
Wow, over the head there.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball that didn't break.
Well, Meyer did a good job of fielding the ball, and I thought he did a really good job of making sure that Drosty didn't move off the bag either.
Yeah, he made a great play there.
The 1-0 pitch, that came right back at us.
Good thing we have a net here.
Yeah, no fence, and this window would have been hit in front of us. Evens the count at 1-1. Royals down 2-0 here in the top of the first at Westfield.
We got one out and a runner on second base for Southeastern.
Nice breaking ball, curveball for strike 2.
That just dropped right in there, Brad. We got a good bird's eye view from here.
This is one of the best places to broadcast from in the county. Collins setting up way outside.
A little high.
Evens the count at 2-2. Next week we'll have some softball.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going up to Shenandoah. Can you sing that song about Shenandoah?
No, you don't want to hear me sing, okay?
Did he go? He went.
Yeah, he went.
Second out of the inning as Matt Buckingham goes down on strike swinging. I'll bring up Michael Dillon, playing second base tonight. Dillon was a pinch hitter in the game last night. In one appearance and struck out.
Royals kind of shaking up the lineup a little bit tonight.
Yep.
Of course, when you're struggling like 1-6 in the conference, 4-8 overall.
It's been a rough season so far for HSE. But as we were talking to Coach Bunnell about earlier, you don't have with the HCC, you don't have a lot of non-conference games, and this HCC is such a tough conference.
Yeah, and and now the 3-game series is
Foul tip back by Dillon. Makes count 1-2. 2-0 in favor of the Shamrocks here in the top of the second. Royals put the leadoff runner on second, Grayson Drosty, with a double. Hasn't moved since. The 1-2 to Dillon. He swings right straight through that. He strikes out swinging. So at the end of 1.5, it's the Royals down against the Shamrocks 2-0.
How about thanking one of our sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners? specializing in that last-minute signage of banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200. Or check them out on their website at loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
The Royals are down 2-0 here early in the game in the middle of the second inning. And what was that pitch count you had on Lohman? I think it was 25 or 26? 26 in the first inning. And the Shamrocks did leave one batter on in that inning, but they picked up 2 runs on 2 hits. There was a passed ball, and so that's accounting for both of their runs. Doesn't get any easier for the Royals. Tomorrow they'll play the third game of this series over at Hamilton Southeastern at Ken Seitz Field. And then Tuesday the Royals host Mount Vernon, who's they're tough. They're I don't know if they're ranked in the top 10 or they got votes, but they're up there. The Marauders got a really good team this year. I'll be anxious to see them.
They got votes.
Yeah. Luke Houston steps in, the second baseman for the Shamrocks. Houston did not play in the opening game last night. He's batting .200.
Nice spot.
That's a good spot. If he can start putting the ball there consistently, Perry, he can hold these guys, but he's got to hit that lower outside corner or the lower inside corner like he just did to go out ahead 0-2. Houston playing second base tonight. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. 3 pitches and a strikeout swinging.
It's always good when you get that first batter in the inning, Brad.
Well, so far, according to what I've got here, there's been 6 strikeouts in this game, and they've all been swinging strikeouts. Lohman has got 2 of them. Zaborowski has got 4. Eli Patchett, the designated hitter, takes a second pitch outside, makes it a 2-0 count.
Here you go, kid.
Gets the sign from the Royals dugout. Here's Lohman's pitch. That's a nice pitch. On the lower inside corner.
Carter's getting more in a groove this inning than the first inning. Looking much better.
Yeah. That stays fair. That's going to be trouble. That's going to go foul. Royals got a break on that one. If that one had stayed fair,
yeah, that could have been a treble.
At least a double probably for Patchett. But
2-2.
Cole DeWale is playing pretty much straight away in center field. The center field, Jahanshashi, he's shading toward right for Patchett. There's a foul ball straight back.
And the 2 balls he's hit is kind of leaned that way, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that leadoff single by McClurg in the first inning went right down the right field side.
A little high there.
Evens a count. Full count now, 3-2. Patchett, the designated hitter. That one's a little inside. Patchett will take the base on balls. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, left fielder Brandon Yoder. Yoder did not play in the game last night either. Little outside. Pitching coach Ken Seitz come out for a visit. He must have picked up something that Lohman is doing there, because he's having he's having trouble catching the plate there. Giving up 2 walks already.
Yoder's batting .250 on the season here.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 12 at bats and got 3 base hits. You say he didn't play last night?
No, he didn't play last night. Junior left fielder for the Shamrocks.
Go get him right here.
1-0 pitch. That one gets away from Bruno, and Eli Patchett's going to take second base on the pass ball. That's the second one that's gotten by Bruno that's cost a base. One of them cost a run earlier in the first.
So with the runner on second here, count 2-0. There it is, strike 2-1.
2 balls and a strike on left fielder Brandon Yoder. Pitch from Lohman. That one's hit right to the third baseman. Looks man back over to second. Good play there by Brayton Harrison. That was a hard hit ball. That's the second out of the inning. And it's back to the top of the order for the Shamrocks, bringing up Logan McClurg, who had a single and scored one of the 2 Shamrock runs in the first inning. Swing and a miss. That one gets away from Bruno again. Is there going to be a play at third? There is not. Did that bounce in or not, Perry? I don't think
so. I think it got past the plate, got in the dirt, and went right through the legs of the catcher.
Yeah. A walk and 2 passed balls have put a Shamrock on third base with 2 outs. Logan McClurg up there. An 0-1 count on him. Now it's 0-2. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Shamrocks ahead 2-0, trying to make it 3. Look at that stance McClurg's got there in the batter's box. That left foot of his is almost on the plate.
Yeah,
Did he go? He went. And he is struck out for the 3rd out in the inning. So at the end of 2, it's the Shamrocks, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Royals, no runs, no hits, no errors. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd after this from our sponsors.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Welcome back to Shamrock Field. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. We got 2 in the books. The Royals stepping in for the top of the 3rd. They'll have the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up here, facing Zach Zeborowski.
Now batting number 25.
Zach has given up 1 hit so far. That was the double to Grayson Drosty to lead off the second inning, and Drosty got stranded out there at second. So Royals have had an opportunity to score. The Shamrocks have had their opportunities. They put 2 across. The Royals have not been able to put a run across yet. Third baseman Brayton Harrison takes the first pitch, low and outside for ball 1. Harrison comes in batting 126. There's a ground ball toward the second baseman, Houston. He scoops it up. Easy throw over to Sam Eaton, and Harrison is retired.
Batting number 18, Caden Runo.
Caden Runo, the catcher, steps in. Caden does not have a hit on this young season yet, only 5 at bats. Swing and a miss for strike one. He did play the full game in one of the games against Fishers the other night. There's a well-hit pop-up into
that could
short.
be trouble. Oh, nice
What a catch. Oh, my. Logan McClurg, he actually didn't catch that ball in the run, but he kind of had a dive for it a little bit. He made a really, really nice catch there in center field for the second out. Royals will go back to the top of the order with Anthony Eggers coming in. Eggers grounded right back to Zaborowski his first time up. Zaborowski's kind of been on cruise control here for this full game so far. First pitch is outside to Eggers. Ball one. Two outs, nobody on. Top of the third. There's one right back to the first baseman, Eaton. Eaton gets it over to Zaborowski covering. And the Royals go 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. After 2.5, it's the Shamrocks 2, Royals nothing.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, noblesvilletrophies.com.
I'd like to thank our great Hamilton County Television technical crew. We got Will and Lucas here with us on cameras today and setting everything up. Our producer, director, CEO, CFO, COO,
he does it
owner, operator, chief cook and bottle washer, Jim Wofford at the controls today. And truck driver. I forgot that. Yeah, he doesn't let Will or Lucas drive the truck, does he?
No.
Anyways, we're moving to the bottom of the third here. So far, here we are. Hello to everybody.
Hello there.
Yeah. We're moving into the bottom of the third here. So far, for the Shamrocks, Zach Zaborowski, pitching for them, has had it all his way, and Carter Lohman has, to say that he struggled a little bit, Perry.
Zaborowski has thrown 30 pitches going into this inning. So,
first batter for the Shamrocks is the shortstop, Matthew Meyer. Meyer walked in the first, scored the second run of the game for the Shamrocks. That one's a little bit outside, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, a little high and outside.
Good pitch, Blue.
McClurg and Meyer, the leadoff and second batter for the Shamrocks, both reached base in the first and both scored. The 2-1 pitch, that's way outside. How many we got Lohman for now, Perry?
he's up to 47 pitches. So.
There's one to the shortstop,
Right
through his legs. That's got to be an error.
That's where I'm scoring it.
First error of the game. Jacob Daftari picks up the error, but the more important thing for the Shamrocks, they've got a base runner. And
the first base runner of the game. So.
First baseman Sam Eaton steps in. He flew out to right field his first time up.
Come on, here we go, kid.
First pitch to Eaton is way outside. One man on at first base. There's a grounder to third. That is a foul ball. Foul ball. He touched that in foul territory.
Yeah, he did.
Probably a break for the. Yeah, I know he caught it in foul territory, Perry, but I don't know if he caught that in the air or not. I've got. Let's see what the count is here. I think it's 1-2, or is it 1-1? One ball, one strike. The 1-1 pitch way outside to Eaton.
Two and one on the batter.
That one's high and outside.
Loman's having a tough time right now.
He's
everywhere.
Yeah, he's had a rough outing. He just
he can't hit any spots at all.
And when he hits the spots, the Shamrocks are hitting the ball.
Yeah. Good lead over there at first.
Over to first. I think Myers has got one stolen base so far this season. Let me look here. That one's to third. Round the horn. Can they get?
Nope.
They miss it. The ball goes to the wall. But the runner ran into the baseman. So officially, Eaton reaches on a fielder's choice, but we'll have to give him a second on a throwing error from, I believe, was that the shortstop?
Yes, yeah.
Another E6, so the second error of the inning for the Shamrocks, but the Royals do get the lead runner for one out, but you still got a man on second, and just one out in the inning. And you got Zach Collins coming in. Zach had a base hit in the first inning. Two to nothing in favor of the Shamrocks. That one's high. Don't see any action down there in the Royals bullpen yet, Perry.
No. Coach is coming out. This is his second visit here. Brad, let's talk a little bit about the Wofford Theaters getting ready to crank up again here out in the parks. Free movies at Witten Park in Fishers. They'll start May 19th, June the 2nd, and June 16th. And then, of course, the free classic movies at Forest Park start on Fridays, June 1st, and go through the 29th every Friday night. The first one out there is My Dog Skip.
My Dog Skip, huh?
Yeah, My Dog Skip.
I think Skippy sounds like a good name for Will. Doesn't he look like a Skippy to you?
Will's looking forward to mine.
Yeah, nothing like a little fun at the ballpark.
Yeah, My Dog Skip.
The mound meeting is over. Collins steps back in. Lohman's still on the mound. A 2-0 count on Collins, who had a base hit in the first inning. Outside 3-0.
Still no action on Brad.
Nope. The 3-0 pitch coming from Lohman. Hits the outside corner for a called strike. That was a little bit of a generous call.
Yes, yes. 3-1.
3 balls and a strike. 1 out, 1 runner on second. That one's a little bit low, and that gets away, and that's going to get a runner over to third. That is the third pass ball of the day.
Ron's having a tough time blocking those.
That's going to be the third walk of the day, and that's going to put Peyton Tam over at first for Collins as a courtesy runner once again. One down here in the bottom of the third. Shamrocks on first and second. Royals playing at double play depth, hoping for the double play now. First pitch from Lohman to Dorton is high and outside for ball one. That one's a little bit outside, 2-0. Earlier in the game, Perry, he was at least getting the first or second strike across. Now he's struggling to even hit the strike zone.
Yeah, and he's up to 60 pitches.
60 pitches in 2 1/3 innings. That is a lot. The 2-0. There's a little pop. Second baseman is after it. Michael Dillon makes a nice play on that ball for the second out. Eaton took a look around, wondering if he might be able to score on that, but
no,
Dillon did a good job of not only chasing that ball down,
but then coming up ready to throw.
Making sure he was ready to throw. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Shamrocks on first and third. Kyle Pepio steps in. Struck out swinging in the first.
This would be a big inning for Lohman if he could shut him out here and not let him score.
There's a high pop-up.
It's going to be out of play.
Out of play. Evens the count 1-1. The 1-1 from Lohman goes over to first. Collins, or rather I should say Tam, back in plenty of time. Peyton Tam, the courtesy runner for catcher Zach Collins at first. Way outside. 2-1. Pepio batting 160 on the season. One of 2 brothers who played baseball in multiple sports here at Westfield. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Evens it up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. In the bottom of the third.
2-2-2 here.
Yeah.
And 2 runs.
And 2+2 at the bat to make 4. The 2-2 to Pepio. A little bit outside, goes to the full count. Tam will be off with the pitch, headed towards second. The full count pitch. High and outside, the bases are loaded. Second walk of the inning given up by Carter Lohman. And I'll bring up Luke Hudson. Hudson struck out swinging in the second. Way outside. Lohman is just really struggling to find the plate now, Perry.
Yeah. And he's nearing 70 pitches, so.
There's a pop-up on the infield. Brayton Harrison is coming in for it. He's got it. So the Royals get a break as the Shamrocks leave the bases loaded. End up with no runs, no hits, 2 errors, 3 left on the bases. We're through 3. You're watching Indiana High School Athletic Association Baseball on Hamilton County Sports.
Community Health is Central Indiana's.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
Welcome back to Shamrock Field on the campus of Westfield High School, in the northern part of Hamilton County. 59 degrees right now. The wind seems to have died down, Perry.
It's pretty calm out there right now.
It's calm right now, but boy, the Shamrock batters have been anything but calm tonight, taking advantage of. They've only got 2 hits, but they've got 2 runs. They've left 4 on the bases already tonight, actually 5. And a couple errors by the Royals have made the difference here. We're moving into the top of the 4th. Tyler Jahanshashi comes up to the plate, the center fielder. He struck out swinging in the 1st. So far, Zaborowski has faced 1 batter over the minimum. The only runner for the Royals has been on a double by Grayson Drosty, leading off the 2nd inning.
And he basically just sat down there at second.
Yeah, he never moved after he got there. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1 on Jahanshahi.
Jaworski's throwing really well, and he's only thrown 32 pitches.
Yeah.
So
He's had a nice variety of pitches, too. Some nice breaking ball there.
Yeah.
I was just going to say he's thrown some heat and he's thrown some breaking balls, and that was a beautiful breaking ball. See what he comes back here with on the 1-2 count. That one hit the lower outside corner of the plate, and Jahanshashi is rung up for another strikeout. I've got that as the 5th strikeout for him so far tonight. Colder Whale steps in. The right fielder also struck out in the 1st inning. Whale takes the first pitch, hits it over to Luke Hudson at second. Gets right over to Sam Eaton at first for the easy out.
2 outs, Brian.
2 quick outs for the Royals. That brings up Grayson Drosty. You know, the other part of this is if Carter Lohman comes back out here for the bottom of the 4th, he hasn't had much time to rest on the bench.
No, you're right.
Drosty had a double his first time up, the only hit so far by the Royals tonight. Still no action in the bullpen.
He just ran down there. I don't know where he's going.
Oh,
he's down there loosening up now.
Nate Goodsell loosening up.
He's not throwing yet, but he's down there stretching. There goes the catcher.
1-1. That one's fouled off to the right.
One and 2 on the batter. Drosky.
One of the junior members of this team.
Whoa.
That one looked pretty good from here. Must have been just a little on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 4th.
Whoa.
Hot shot down the left field
foul.
side. That's going foul. Didn't quite get to US 31, but got up there on the bluff by the trees.
2-2.
Not a whole lot of fans out here for this game today. Still a little bit on the chilly side to be sitting outside and watching baseball. 2-2 count again. He swings and misses. So the Royals go 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 4th. So through 3.5 is still the Westfield Shamrocks 2, the Hamilton Southeastern Royals nothing. Perry, you got a word from one of our sponsors there?
Absolutely. Community Health is Central Indiana leader, providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com.
Well, Carter Lohman is back out there on the mound for the Royals with all the pitches he's thrown and hardly had a chance to catch his breath there because the Royals went quickly 3 up, 3 down there in the top of the 4th. For the Shamrocks coming up here in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 batters, that being Luke Hudson, Eli Patchett, and Brandon Yoder.
Yeah, Brad, we're in the bottom of the 4th here, and we hadn't even played an hour.
Yeah. Well, these two teams have a history of fast games. I was talking to some people at a game last night and saying the fastest game I ever was at in high school was a Hamilton Southeastern Westfield game at HSE. In a 6.5 inning game was played in 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Wow.
That is just that's just phenomenal. That was that was probably about 7 or 8 years ago. I know Coach Bunnell was still there.
Patchett coming to the plate here. Number 32, he's a designated hitter. He walked the first time up. First pitch for a strike.
Ended up on third, but did not score. So far, all the scoring in this game has come just in the first inning. In fact, the first 2 batters for the Shamrocks at the bottom of the 1st scored, and that is the only scoring we've got so far here. And we're in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 from Lohman. Grounded to the shortstop, Daftari. Gets it over to Grayson Drosty. And Eli Patchett is retired. That'll bring up the left fielder, Brandon Yoder. Yoder grounded out to third his last time up. That one misses the outside corner, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, low, 2-0.
That's a strike right down the middle. Let's go.
Here we go, eight.
Right down the middle.
Here we go, eight. Here we go, eight.
2-0 on Patchett.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what happened out there, Perry, but apparently something was said.
Did the umpire give a warning yet? Or
I believe he may have given a bench warning. I'm not sure.
Here we go. Go right out.
got his little black book out, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if he was giving that to the bench or gave it to one of the players,
I don't know either.
but I would assume it was some kind of a warning.
There we go.
There's a nice pitch over the inside corner of the plate for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now on Brandon Yoder. Logan McClurg, the top of the order, back in on deck. 3-1 now.
Hey, good shot, hey! Hey, baby!
1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. Shamrocks ahead 2-0 over the Royals. That one's low, so Brandon Yoder draws a walk. Bring up the top of the order, Logan McClurg. McClurg is 1 for 2 so far tonight with a base hit. Scored the first run of the game, struck out in the 2nd inning.
With that first base hit, he hit right down the right field line.
Yeah, that was a good hit. Solid hit. McClurg, the leading hitter on this team at 364. What a great leadoff guy.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Mm-hmm. Looks a little bit like takes a little bit of a Pete Rose type stance up there, doesn't he? Well, I don't think Pete had his feet quite that way, but he was down. He was a crouch guy. Lohman throws over to first. Yoder back in plenty of time. 1-0 on McClurg. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Shamrocks ahead 2-0 here from Shamrock Field. That one misses inside and low, 2-0. Yoder getting a pretty good lead over there at first. That one gets beyond Caden Runo. Brandon Yoder is going to take second base. Give him a pass ball on that one again, Perry?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
it was a little wide, but that's a play.
He's got to get out there and block.
Yeah, that's a play the catcher should be making. So McClurg up there with a 3-0 count, runner on second scoring position.
Hey.
He gets hit.
Hit by a pitch.
That one got him square on the side. So that'll leave runners at first and second now with one out. We'll bring up Matthew Meyer. Meyer reached on an error in the third, walked in the first, scored on a pass ball in the first, was the second run for the Shamrocks.
You know, one thing about it, Brad, Westfield loaded the bases last time and didn't get nothing.
Mm-hmm. They left 3 on last time. They've left 5 runners on the bases so far. That one's over the outside corner of the plate for called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Lohman. That one's way outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Shamrocks with a chance here with 1 out to break this game wide open here, Perry. Royals just have not been able to do anything against Zach Zaborowski. Reno goes out to the plate.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know, Zaborowski's pitched such a good ball game here, and Lohman struggled, but he's only given up 2 runs. So I think we'll make.
Here comes Scott Henson out. I think we may be seeing a pitching change coming here.
Yeah, Stites is giving the signal here. So
I think that's Nate Goodsell who was down there warming up, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Well, while Goodsell warms up, let's hear from one of our sponsors here,
All
Perry.
right, let's do that. How about that? Church and Lantern, attorneys at law, from personal injury claims to complex business litigations, divorce cases. Church, Hiddle and Lantern protect the rights of the individuals, businesses, schools, and government bodies all around Indiana, including Noblesville, Fishers, Maryville, and Tipton. You can contact them at their Noblesville office, 317-773-5320.
So that's going to do it for Carter Lohman. He'll be responsible for the 2 base runners that are on here. But Nate Goodsell comes into the game, Perry, and Royals are kind of at a critical point here. They really need to stop the Westfield Shamrocks here from scoring anymore because Zaborowski has just pitched a tremendous game here so far for the Shamrocks today.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done an excellent job. Carter Lohman ends up throwing 84 pitches, in 3 1/10 of an inning. He's only given up 2 hits and 2 runs, and struck out 3, but he walked 5. So his night is over, but
well, for Nate Goodsell, he's making his 4th appearance of the season. His ERA is an even 4.0.
I think we're ready to get the action started back here, Brad.
So it's back to action here. Shamrocks with runners on 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Nate Goodsell on the mound for the Royals now. His first pitch, that one's hit foul off the right side. Goodsell, a right-handed pitcher. The 0-1 pitch. Tried to get a curve in there, but that thing just didn't break and didn't drop down. We were in the middle of the count there. I'm sorry, it's 3-2 now. My mistake, 3-2. The full count pitch. There's a high pop-up. Third baseman Harrison is going after. He's right over by the dugout. Makes a nice play. I didn't think the ball was ever going to come down.
Let's play 2-5.
Good play by Brayton Harrison. Second out of the inning. That'll bring up Sam Eaton. Eaton reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd, flew out to right in the 1st. Royals got a break there and finally got that second out. Strike 1. Eaton, the first baseman, .333 batter. A lot of punch in the beginning of this Westfield lineup here for Coach Bunnell. Counts even at 1-1. That one hits the lower inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nate Goodsell trying to stop the Shamrocks from scoring anymore here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 in favor of the Shamrocks. Both those runs in the first inning. The 1-2 pitch inside. Came close to hitting him, but did not.
We got runners on 1st and 2nd here, Brad. 2 outs and 2-2 count here.
Shamrocks are seeing a right-handed pitcher now rather than a lefty. Swing and a miss. So after 4, Shamrocks 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Royals no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. You're watching Hamilton County Television High School Sports. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors. Welcome back to Shamrock Field on the campus of Westfield High School. Hamilton County Television, proud to bring you IHSAA Baseball, our first baseball broadcast of the season, first of many this season. I think we're going to have some regular season games, possibly have some sectional games, a lot going on here. We go to the top of the fifth. Royals have got the 4, 5, and 6 batters coming in here, facing Zach Zeborowski. Zeborowski has just cruised through this game so far. Perry, he's had a lot of time on the bench, and I don't know if that's an advantage or a disadvantage. You know, it's a little cool today, and that might make a little bit of a difference.
But it actually hadn't affected him much.
No, it hasn't. It is not at all. He's down in the count, 2 balls and no strikes to the shortstop Jacob Daftari. Swing and a miss by Daftari. He grounded to second, or rather grounded to short in the second inning. The 2-1 pitch from Zaborowski. That one's fouled back to the right. Evens a count of 2-2. Other than being a little on the chilly side, if you give us about 5 or 10 more degrees, this would be a fantastic afternoon for baseball.
Absolutely. And you kind of reached for that one there.
Mm-hmm. Still got 59 degrees here in Westfield.
Got him.
Over the inside corner of the plate, and Daftari gets rung up. I've got him for 6 strikeouts now so far for Zaborowski. Designated here, Matthew Buckingham steps in. That's 7. I'm sorry, I had it wrong. First pitch to Buckingham misses for ball 1. Watch that windup from Zaborowski. He's just got a nice, fluid, smooth windup and delivery.
Looks like it.
Little outside, 3-0.
You know, but the one thing about Zaborowski is his first pitch for strikes, he's faced 14 batters, and he's only thrown a strike first pitch in 5 of them, which the way he's pitching is very unusual.
Yeah.
He doesn't get that first pitch as a strike. Yeah.
I think Buckingham thought he had ball 4 on the last 2 pitches. They both rung up as strikes looking.
Yeah.
The full count. That one.
I did.
Yep. He looked at that one go by. That is strikeout number 8.
You know, the amazing thing there, he actually got 3 straight strikes.
Yeah.
He called on him, one he swung.
Yep.
With his hands tied, really. I mean, that wasn't much of a swing on that last one, but
No.
a little outside.
Two outs, nobody on in the top of the 5th. Royals down 2-0 against the Shamrocks. There's one right back to Zaborowski. Another easy inning for him, another 1-2-3 inning. So we are in the middle of the 5th. The Westfield Shamrocks ahead of the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 2-0.
Smith's Jewelers has been serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fishers, Westfield, and Carmel, for over 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's Jewelers remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff at Smith's Jewelers is eager to give our customers a memorable and positive experience. You can contact them at 317-773-3383.
We're moving into the bottom of the 6th. Nate Goodsell on the mound for the Royals, starting his 2nd inning. Came in relief of Carter Lohman in the middle of the bottom of the 4th. All the scoring happened early in this game. First 2 batters reached for the Shamrocks, and they scored, and that has been all the scoring so far. But the Shamrocks have threatened in every inning And they've
Just
ended
can't
up
get them across.
Yeah, according to what I've got here, Perry, I've got them with leaving seven runners on base so far.
Zaborowski here, and he'll be coming out pitching his 6th inning the next inning, and he's only thrown 55 pitches.
Yeah, he's having an excellent outing. Very good.
Yeah, the strike percentage is great at 64%. Only giving up 1 hit, struck out 7.
Yeah, that leadoff double to Drosty. First pitch to the catcher, Zach Collins, is high and inside for ball 1. Collins has been on base twice. Once via the walk, once via a hit. Second pitch, swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch for Goodsell. That's popped up. Right fielder Colda Whale comes in to take that for the first out.
I think the amazing thing in this game through these 5 innings, Brad, is, Zaborowski's had 5 pitches hit right straight back to him.
Yes, he has.
I mean,
well, with
which
8,
2 in the first inning, though.
Yeah, and with 8 strikeouts,
yeah,
the fielders haven't had to work very hard.
No.
We've had a couple nice defensive plays.
Yeah.
Logan McClurg made a really nice play out there in center field on a pop on a what looked like it might end up being a Texas leaguer earlier in the game. 0-2 on
base hit.
Bryce Dorton. He takes that 0-2 pitch, drills it into left field for a single. Only the 3rd hit of the game so far for the Shamrocks. As many batters as they put up, they are on their 3rd time through the order already.
Yeah.
And only 3 hits.
Boy, they've left a bunch stranded on base.
Yes, they have. I've got them for 7 left. Kyle Pepio takes the first pitch outside for ball 1.
Pepio struck out the first time, and then in the 3rd inning he walked.
1-0 is low, make it 2-0. Nate Goodsell in relief of Carter Lohman for the Royals on the mound. The 2-0 pitch, a little bit inside, 3-0. Goodsell came in the last inning and promptly got the 2 batters that he faced out. Really got the Royals out of a jam there.
Ooh.
That one's high, almost up at the mask, and
now you have 2
batters on, and that's going to bring up Luke Hudson. He's struck out twice, I believe. Did he strike out twice?
Struck out once and then fly to the 3rd baseman.
Yeah, that was back in the 3rd inning.
Yep.
1 out, 2 on. Hudson takes the first pitch over the inside corner for a called strike. Nice fastball there by Goodsell. There's a ground ball to the shortstop.
Good
Can they turn
ball.
2?
No.
They got the lead runner. Oh man, they almost caught Dorton leaning there, but they didn't get him. So Houston officially reaches on a fielder's choice. That'll leave runners at 1st and 3rd with 2 outs and bring up Eli Patchett. Patchett's walked and grounded to shortstop. Nice play by the shortstop Daftari to even stop that ball to keep it from going through.
Nice pitch.
Started him out with a nice inside curveball there. That was a good pitch.
Good pitch.
Yep, good pitch. The 0-1. That one goes foul. Patchett's in the hole, 0-2. Two outs in the bottom of the fifth. Shamrocks 2-0 over the Royals. I think Coach Bunnell would like to have a couple more runs here.
Wow.
Well, what do you call that other than a major mental error on the part of the Royals? They kept going back and forth between first and second base trying to get Luke Hudson. And just at the right time, Dorton took off from third and he managed to score. And then Hudson ends up on second with a stolen base. So the Shamrocks get their third run of the game on a very, very, shall we say, odd play, Perry?
Absolutely, especially with two outs. I mean,
I think part of that was just a lack of communication between the fielders saying, hey, watch, they need to watch that man who was on third, and they didn't. Swing and a miss. Go! And so the Shamrocks go down in the fifth, but they do score one run on one hit, leave one on the bases. At the end of 5, the Westfield Shamrocks 3, the Hamilton Southeastern Royals nothing. You're watching IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television. We'll be back after this from our sponsors.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
You're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore?
Exactly.
So what are you saying?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street and
Welcome back to Shamrock Field on the campus of Westfield High School here in Westfield, Indiana. I'd like to thank Assistant Athletic Director Andy Tebby and all his staff here at Westfield for their hospitality today. We are very fortunate here in Hamilton County, Perry, that we've got some excellent high school baseball facilities and excellent baseball parks to be able to watch games at and to broadcast from. And it's just a fun place to be, but Andy and his crew do a great job out here. They take good care of us. We are moving into the the top of the 6th. Brayton Harrison stepping in for his second bat. Grounded out to second base in the third inning. Harrison takes the first pitch for ball 1. Zaborowski has not gotten that first pitch in there very often for a strike, but boy, other than that,
he's pitched very well.
He has been extremely effective today. There's a nice breaking ball for strike. 2 balls and a strike. And third baseman Brayton Harrison. That one's a little inside on Harrison, makes it 2-2. Royals in need of some runners here.
That's one of the very few pitches Zaborowski threw inside, and they were set up outside. Yeah. So he didn't hit his spot, but there's going to be a tough play there.
Going to be a tough play. Oh, my. Perry, that's one of those plays that you hate to have to charge an error to Meyer on that play, but you've got to charge him with an error. Unfortunately for Meyer, because of Harrison ended up on second base, but a good throw. I think the good throw would have had him, but unfortunately.
That's a tough play to make, too.
Yeah, it was a tough play because it was just a slow chopper. But Harrison is there in second, then brings up Caden Runo.
And all of a sudden, Southeastern's got a runner.
That one
hitting.
Well, that was a pinch hitter for the Royals there. I didn't realize that. That was Jack D. Wolf.
going to put in a pinch runner here, too.
DeWolf is the other catcher for the Royals.
Number 7's coming in
so Zach Boyle will be running for him. And all of a sudden here, Zach Zaborowski has got some trouble here. The first jam he has been in this game.
And Bunnell's hustling somebody down there really quick to get warmed up.
Yeah, Austin Wessel is going down there to warm up, it looks like.
Coach Bunnell take his time right here to get that pitcher to throw a few pitches down there.
So Jack DeWolf, who was the pinch hitter, he ends up taking a base being hit, and that puts Zach Boyle in as a courtesy runner. And brings up the top of the order for the Royals, Anthony Eggers. Eggers is 0 for 2. 2 infield bounce outs, 1 to the first baseman, 1 to the pitcher. Zaborowski misses on his first pitch to Eggers. That one hits the lower outside corner to even up the count, 1-1. Royals with 2 base runners. No hits, only 1 hit so far for the Royals in this game.
Yeah.
That one gets away, and there's going to be, is there going to be play at third? No. Both runners advance. Got to give Zach Collins credit for making a good block on that ball, but when it did bounce off of him, fortunately for Collins, it stayed in front of him.
But he couldn't get a hold of it.
But fortunately for the Royals, it got far enough away that they were able to advance to second and third. So the Royals have got 2 runners in scoring position. No outs. Anthony Eggers up there with a 2-1 count. That one's just a little bit outside, evens the count. 2 balls in 2-2 rather.
A base hit could make this game very interesting.
Yes, it could. Eggers pounds that one.
No. McClure.
They're going to send the runner, and there's not going to be a throw. So the Royals do get a run on the sacrifice fly. They do pick up 1 run. Still, got 1 runner on second base for the Royals, that being Zach Boyle, the courtesy runner for the catcher. Tyler Jahanchashi is at the plate. Jahanchashi just missed a little bit, got under that one a little bit.
Yeah, he's got
fouled
2
it off.
strikeouts here today.
Mm-hmm. 8 strikeouts so far in this game for Zaborowski. The 0-1 pitch. Jahanchashi hits that one into foul territory on the right side, going over toward our Hamilton County Television production truck.
Jim, you all right out there?
Didn't get the windshield, did it?
Yeah, you banked that day.
0-2 on Jahanchashi. Did he go or not? They're going to appeal that.
Yes.
He went. So the base umpire rings up Jahanchashi on the swinging strike for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Cole DeWale. I thought he went on that. I thought he went far enough.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was the right call. I was a little surprised the home plate umpire didn't call that because it appeared as though he went pretty well around. 1-0 on Cole DeWale. Evens the count at 1-1. Zaborowski gave up his first run of the game here. Still got a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 6th. Throw back to second. Boyle is back in plenty of time.
I think Coach Bunnell will be really happy if Jaworski can get him through this inning.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I wouldn't. I would think if he can get out of this right now, I'd expect to see him back on the top of the 7th.
Oh yeah. Oh man!
That one gets by the catcher Collins. That's going to put a runner on third. Boyle is over on third now. A 2-1 count on Cole DeWale. DeWale struck out swinging in the first, grounded to second in the 4th. All of a sudden, Zaborowski has developed a little bit of wildness, Perry.
He's up to over 70 pitches now, so he's pitched a great game. I mean, that's an amazing thing is Lohman really kind of struggled tonight and only gave up 2 runs.
Yeah. The 2-1. That one's low. 3-1 now.
Perfect for. Hey, get a rip right here. Four guys be right there. Come on, go.
Rounder to second. Easy throw over to first, and an easy play ended up being a close play. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. But in the inning for the Royals, they got 1 run and no hits, 1 error, 1 left in the bases. We are in the middle of the 6th at Shamrocks 3, Royals 1.
Bill Clifford for sheriff. Bill Clifford is currently a sergeant with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office and has committed his life to serving the community with integrity. As a resident of Westfield, him and his wife Cheryl and 3 kids, family safety is Clifford's top priority and understands the sheriff's office must be proactive against new threats in order to best protect you. For more information, follow his campaign on Facebook at Clifford for Sheriff. And remember, vote Bill Clifford, Hamilton County Sheriff, on May 8th. And, Brad, that's right around the corner here.
Yeah, it is. Just a few more weeks away, and then we'll go from primary season to regular election season. It seems like.
Yeah, we're going to have a special election show on May 8th to keep everybody abreast of what's going on here in the Hamilton County races.
The 9, 1, and 2 batters coming up here for the Shamrocks in the bottom of the 6th. I'm sure that Coach Ryan Bunnell would love to put a couple more insurance runs on the board. And Coach Scott Henson hoping to hold the Shamrocks right where they're at. Nate Goodsell entering his 3rd inning of work. That one is over the head of Yoder for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Goodsell. A little bit inside. 2-0. Yoder, the number 10 batter. He's been on base once via the walk, grounded to 3rd in the 2nd inning. That one hits the lower outside corner of the plate for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. No outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 in favor of the Shamrocks. There's a hot shot down the 3rd base side. That one's foul. Evens the count up at 2-2. I think Yoder was thinking he was going to get a fastball, and he got a off speed on that and just got around a little bit ahead of time. Count is even at 2-2. That one's a little outside and low. Full count. We had a lot of full counts here tonight, haven't we?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That one hits a lower inside corner. Brandon Yoder goes down on called strike 3.
Going back to the top of the order here.
Logan McClurg. He's done a little bit of everything. He's had a base hit, he's struck out, and he's been hit by a pitch. Scored the first run of the game in the 1st inning. I like his intensity up there at the plate.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
He's you can just see that aggressiveness in him, and he's out there to play.
It's good to have a leadoff left-handed hitter hitting .364.
Evens the count at 1-1. Nobody on, one out. Bottom of the 6th. Called strike 2. It's McClurg's first at bat against Goodsell.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful curveball. Yeah.
That's
Second strikeout looking in a row by Nate Goodsell. That'll bring up
Goodsell's
shortstop.
come in here and pitched well.
He does. He has. He's done a very, very good job. If it hadn't been for that stolen base problem, we would have been the Royals would have been in good shape here. With
Really. Yeah.
But right now it's 3-1 in favor of the Shamrocks over the Royals. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 pitch evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Myers reached on a walk, been on an error.
Oh, hit
now
by
he's
pitch.
been hit by a pitch. He's done a little bit of everything tonight.
Second batter hit by a pitch here tonight.
Mm-hmm. That'll bring up first baseman Sam Eaton.
Eaton flied to right field, and then in the 3rd inning, fielder's choice, and then Cade struck out in the 4th.
I think he was looking first ball fastball there, and he got a breaking ball and just managed to foul it off.
Yep.
0-1 on Eaton. There goes the runner. There's a fly ball line drive right to Tyler Jahanshashi, and the Shamrocks are down in the 6th. They do leave one runner stranded. At the end of 6, Westfield Shamrocks 3, Hamilton Southeastern Royals 1. You're watching IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television. We'll be back after these messages.
We got a new pitcher, too.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting.
Thank you.
Here we go. Top of the 7th inning. We got a new pitcher for the Shamrocks.
Logan McClurg comes in to pitch. He did pitch 1 inning last night. He pitched the 7th inning last night. I'd like to welcome our new cameraman to our crew here. We got none other than Jim's friend Hiram is over here on a camera. You know, Hiram of Westfield.
Yeah. He's very. Yeah, he's a good-looking one.
Lucas is trying to show Hiram how to run a camera here.
I don't think he probably can show Hiram how to run a camera.
Is Hiram still driving that 65 Eldorado convertible, I wonder? I wonder if he's going to run for mayor again this year. Logan McClurg is on the mound. Have to see what other changes they made. I didn't see who the other players were that changed out there, but obviously we got a different center fielder, McClurg. But he's going to face the 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Royals.
What's the problem here? Oh, he has a tape on his wrist. Is that it?
Yeah, he's got a band or something on there. Which is not allowed. Royals need 2 to tie this game up. So far, they have not been able to solve the pitching of the Shamrocks so far tonight, Perry. First pitch from McClurg. Outside and low for ball one.
How did he throw last night coming in the
He
seventh?
threw one inning. He threw the seventh. And
there it is.
He
1-1 on the batter.
Yep. He allowed one base hit, but won the game. Well, he didn't win the game, but they did win the game. He allowed one runner. There's one that's a fair ball.
Yep.
That's going to be at least one.
Good job getting the ball in there.
Grayson Drosty on base with the second Royal hit of the night.
And he's got both of them.
Yes, he does. That'll bring up Jacob Daftari, the shortstop.
And basically right straight down that line.
Yeah.
That one was a little bit tighter now.
Yeah.
You put that one in there tight. But
yeah, but there was no doubt that ball was fair.
No.
I mean,
no
it
doubt
bounced
at
right
all.
over the base, and you could see it on the right side of the chalk there.
Yeah, and being in the top of the seventh inning, and Bunnell didn't come out of the dugout either, so he pretty well know too.
Yeah, and Corey Seitz over there at third, he had a good view of that ball. Daftari takes the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Daftari's in the hole 0-2. Struck out swinging in the fifth. Bounced to the shortstop in the second. These two teams will meet tomorrow night at 6 at Ken Seitz Field at Hamilton Southeastern. Whoa, that was high and inside. What do they call that, chin music?
Yeah, a little chin music there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacob Daftari, the shortstop, up at the bat. That one's fouled straight back. McClure gets up there, and he does not waste any time. Even with a runner on base, he's
ready to go.
He's quick.
But I think that's his personality, too, because that's the way he's at the plate, too. Aggressiveness, same way in center field.
1-2 pitch, throw over to first. Back in plenty of time is the Royal base runner. The base runner is, by the way, that's Jake Stout running at first base.
Oh.
Is that going to go in? Nope, that's going to be caught. Fly out to center.
Sorry,
first out. It looks like that's Kyle Pepio has moved over to center field.
So 1 out here, 1 base runner on first base. We're in the top of the 7th.
Matt Buckingham at the plate.
Buckingham struck out both times at the plate. He's our designated hitter.
Way outside. That's going to put Jake Stout on second base.
It's kind of a tough situation there, Brad, because that takes away that double play ball.
Mm-hmm.
That could end this ball game.
Yeah.
Now we got a man on second.
And I'm sure what the Westfield coaching staff is saying is don't worry about the man on second. Let's
get
just get the batter.
Gotta get an out
Get
right
the
here.
out. Yeah. 2 balls and a strike on Matthew Buckingham.
Of course, McClure wants a strikeout here. He doesn't want any balls hit or anything. He wants to get the big K.
He had 1 strikeout in his relief appearance last night. Little outside, makes it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on second, 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th. Shamrocks trying to take the second game of this 3-game series from the Royals. There's a little excuse me swing that goes over to Houston, over to first, but on the play, Stout does end up on third base, but that may be all academic. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Royals here. That's going to be number 10, Drew Switzer. Switzer batting in place of Michael Dillon. 2 down, a runner on third. That runner on third really at this point doesn't mean much.
Basically,
Outside.
all they're looking for right now is getting an out.
Yeah. Well, Switzer represents the tying run. 2 pitches out of the zone by McClurg. Maybe he's got just a little bit too much nervous energy there, Perry.
Yeah.
As I say, he came in and pitched the 7th inning at HSE last night and did a good job to close out the game. Outside, 3-0. Brayton Harrison is on deck.
Wow.
So Switzer walks on 4 pitches, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Brayton Harrison. And Coach Ryan Bunnell comes out.
I just need an out, and I'm sure that's what Coach Bunnell's telling me. We just need an out, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 out, and this game is all over, and the Shamrocks have taken the first 2 games of this series. As I said, these 2 teams will meet tomorrow, beginning at noon at Ken Seitz Field on the campus of Hamilton Southeastern High School. Hey, we're going to be making a road trip next week. We're going up to Shenandoah.
Shenandoah.
Got some softball up there. It'll be Shenandoah and Hamilton Southeastern in softball. And then next weekend, a week from Saturday, it's the Miller Classic. We'll be over at Dunker Field for that. And we're going to have a pinch runner come into the game at first base. That's going to be Zach Boyle running for.
Because that's a huge. That's huge over there on first base right now. That's a tying run there.
Tying runs at first. The lead run is at the plate. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. McClurg's first pitch. That one's way outside. What did Yogi Berra used to say? It ain't over until it's over, right?
That's right.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from McClurg. That one's way outside, too. He's having trouble hitting the strike zone. Nobody throwing in the Shamrock bullpen.
Which makes me believe that it's going to be somebody out there in the field right now.
There's a strike over the inside corner, about knee high. 2 balls and a strike. Brayton Harrison, right now the last hope for the Royals, trying to keep it alive here in the bottom of the top of the 7th. 3-1 in favor of the Shamrocks. Harrison fouls that one off to the right.
It kind of evens it up now, 2-2 with 2 outs.
Went from 2-0 to 2-2.
This is all grit right here.
Yeah. This is what separates the men from the boys,
right.
Shall we say.
Yeah. Let's see who wants it the most.
The 2-2. That one's outside. Stolen base. That one gets away, but the runner on third does not go anywhere. So the Royals have got a full count. The tying run is on second. The lead run is at the plate with a full count here. 2 outs, top of the 7th. That one's outside. And the bases are loaded with Royals. That's going to bring up Jack DeWolf. DeWolf took over the catching from Caden Runo in the 6th inning. This is his second at bat. He was
He's
hit by
he's a good hitter. He's batting .320.
He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Takes the first pitch for strike one. The Shamrocks in a jam here. They need an out. That one's outside.
McClure's not giving him anything, really. I mean, he's trying to bait him a little bit here.
He came in the 7th last night and did a really good job to close out the game. That's going to end the game.
Oh. Wow, man.
And that is it. So the final score here at Shamrock Field, the Westfield Shamrocks 3, the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 1. Perry, your thoughts on this game?
It was a good ball game, and it made it really interesting here this last inning, getting the bases loaded. But real good ball game. Typical Hoosier Crossroad Conference baseball.
Yeah. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 25 years in business. Also, thank you to our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Wofford Theater, starting those outdoor movie events, Community Health, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Smith's Jewelers, Indiana Restoration, the Hamilton County Television Calendar.com, and Clifford for Sheriff. Don't forget, we've got lacrosse coming up next week from Hamilton Southeastern. Then on Thursday, are you going to be up at Shenandoah with me for the softball?
I'm not sure yet.
So we got a lot of stuff coming up here on Hamilton County Television, and we really thank you for watching us tonight, and spread the word about Hamilton County Television, the best television in Hamilton County, all the greatest high school sports that anybody could ask for. On behalf of Perry Williams, I'm Brad Silbert saying good night from Westfield.